How you doing today? You doing good?
If it got any better, I couldn't stand it. That's
Well,
pretty good, ain't it?
Yep, woke up this morning. So, what kind of car is this?
It's a 1923 Ford C-Cab.
Okay. How much time and effort have you put into this car?
This car here, it's probably got 3 months in building it from the ground up.
And the guy you mentioned earlier, he was the one that helped you paint it and everything like that?
Mm-hmm.
What was his name again?
What was what?
What was the guy's name again that helped you paint the car?
Oh, I painted the car. Gary Stroud done all the mirror work. Stan Williams done some art on it for the lightning. Wayne Easdale helped me build the car. Tony Atkins, he built the chassis. It's a dragster chassis. He does all my chassis work.
So what's your plan with this car right here? What do you got decked out for? Halloween, and you got for any special events?
Well, eventually I'll probably take it down in November to Florida, and I might sell it, might not. I don't know.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I'm supposed to do a kids thing around Halloween for it.
Oh,
You know, that trunk or treat thing. I told one of these companies up there I'd do it for them.
Where are you going to do it at, the trunk or treat thing?
What am I going to?
Which are you going? Where are you going to do the trunk or treat?
I think it was Old Charlie's. Yeah. They've not contacted me back yet, so if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't.
So what made you want to start building cars like this?
What made me what now?
What made you want to start building cars like this?
I was about 10 years old, and I watched monster movies, and they always got the bad part of the deal. So I started just basically increasing. I've been doing this about 64 years.
Welcome back. We're glad to have you here. Glad you showed back up. As you can see, we're going to be removing the stainless from this quarter panel on 57, and it's nowhere near as fun as it looks. Welcome to In the Garage. I don't have a lot of high hopes for these screws that hold this aluminum on. They're all but gone. But we're gonna give it a shot anyway. No, it ain't coming out. Let's see if we can do this. Just like that. That screw head was just about pulled all the way through. I gotta tell you guys, these quarter panels are rough. That's the really bad thing about, you know, trim like this on these 57s. They wreak havoc on quarter panel because they trap water back behind them. So you can see this thing's just eat up. There's no holes, but it wouldn't have been but about 10 more years and this quarter panel would have been done. Bolt might actually break, I'm not for sure. Alright, there's the gas door off. We got a dent right there we're gonna have to fix. I'd mentioned several videos ago we're gonna make a video of straightening as much of this stainless out as we can. It's not bad at all in general, but still some places we gotta straighten out. Carlos on the back row asked a question, so I'll repeat it. He said, well, what if I want to get the stainless off of my car, but my car has a good paint job? Not this way. Don't do it this way. The problem with or the reason rather I'm doing it the way that I'm doing it is a couple reasons. One, all those clips and stuff, especially for the top of the quarter panel, this piece that goes right here, they're way up in the quarter panel, so you literally have to lay on your back, you know, and roll up on your side to even be able to reach all the way up here. And even though you can reach them, you can't get them out on this car. This stainless, like I've said 1,000 times, has never been off. So if you look at all this undercoating, all this stuff here, that's what the inside of the quarter panels look like. And they sprayed that undercoating all over all the clips, fasteners, all that stuff. You can't even tell what it is you're looking at. So while I'm having to take the stainless off this, you know, brutal way, this is not how the stainless will go back on. And second point is, if your car has been painted, then I would think the stainless had been removed before. That is not always the point, and I'll show you. This, the quarter panel from here down has been painted on both sides. You can tell by the way that it is. You can actually see the paint line. Also, you'll see the weathering, these dots. Both passenger side doors were that way, and let's go over to the other quarter panel and I'll show you on it too. See the dots? This has been painted from the stainless trim down to the wheel well. There is going to be some damage. I know there's going to be some damage because I see body filler right here. But yeah, if your car is in good shape and you're just wanting to get the stainless off for whatever reason, you just want to get the stainless off, I don't know. Don't do it the way I'm doing it now, because you will scratch up your paint. So I just thought that I would clarify that real quick. See how much luck we're gonna have. That little piece right there is what ties your top trim to your bottom, to your tail fin trim. That's why one has to come off separate from the other. If not, you'll warp that thing all to pieces. Let's see, where's it? Now this thing, inside this trim, there's a steel frame. I'll show it to you real quick from out front. That's why I'm not too super concerned about slapping on it. This is a steel frame that's inside that stainless. So I'm hitting here to lift these pins up out of the clip. Now this one I did different. I tried one way on one side and trying a different way on the other, and I don't know which one's going to work the best, but this is the way we're doing it this go around. Don't know really which way I like the best. You know, I hate torquing and twisting on this thing. But it is coming. like I said, I don't know which one I like, which way I like doing it better. I mean, yeah, this worked. No doubt. So real quick, I want to show you how these things are put on here. If you'll notice, these things have a little ball. If it'll focus. They have a ball on the end of them. And that ball goes into, well, this thing is not going to focus. There we go. Goes into that clip. And that's what holds it on. You just basically push it in like that. And then as you knock the stainless down, then that ball will go in and snap into that. This one seemed to come out all right. Matter of fact, you can see one of the clips starting to come out right there. All right, guys, so to recap, I removed the top of the quarter panel trim different on each side. Like I stated earlier, I'm not 100% sure which way I like best. I guess one way would work better if the car was painted and you were a little more concerned about the finish of the car. The other way was quicker. So on the other one, I've got the steel frame just setting up here, like to demonstrate what I'm talking about. So basically, on the passenger side of the quarter panel, you know, the trim slides. This slides up inside the trim. It don't just sit on top of it. So on this side, basically, I took a hammer and I just knocked the trim this way and slid it all the way off. That way worked. I was still left with the framework, and you have to remember at that point, I still wasn't 100% sure how it came out of there, because on this one, you could not see the bottom of the clips because of how deep all the undercoating and stuff was. So I took a grinder and ground the head of these studs off. And you know, the studs, they go down through the hole just like that and down into that clip. So like I said, I just ground the top of those off, took this frame off. Now what I'm going to have to do to fix this is I drilled these holes a specific size so that I can literally thread like a countersink 1/4-20 bolt through there. The frame will hold the bolt in place, and then I can just set the framework along, go ahead and slide this back inside my stainless, and set that back on there, and then get to it with just some nuts and just hold it on with nuts. Now, you saw me remove the driver's side. Like I said, that might be better. You know, if you're concerned about the finish of your car, that might be a better way to do it. And all of this was like a really steep learning curve for me, because, you know, if you can find a video of someone taking this trim off, then do me a favor and send it to me down in the comment section. Every video that I have found shows people putting this back on. For some reason, they don't want to film taking it off, and taking it off is what I needed. So I found 2 different ways to take it off. I did no damage either way. You be the judge. You know, slide your stainless off the frame, leave the frame off of it, then pop it out, or pop frame, stainless, and all out at the same time. I believe that's going to do it for today. If y'all haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what I'm doing wrong, what you would have done different. But until next time, y'all go do some work.